So you have your own car service, Connection Car Service, right?
Yes.
So I want to mention to our viewers and our listeners out there, if you would like Connection Car Service, Kevin Anthony, he's got how many? You got a beautiful car in the parking lot.
Yeah, absolutely. We have quite a few cars. Anything ranging from sedans all the way up through SUVs and 15-passenger vans. Anything that people need, and if we don't have it, obviously the business is actually way less cutthroat than people think, and everybody helps everybody out, and we get everything accomplished for whatever your needs are.
So Connection Car Service, 631-495-2099. Kevin Anthony, great guy. Great conversation, I'm sure, in the car, right? I mean,
we do, and usually I'm a big hockey guy, so a lot of times it'll come down to sports, whatever it be. And we do a lot of transportation for clientele going to and from airports and cruise terminals.
Nice.
Quite a bit of people who are going to Disney with their kids is
right.
Really what we love to do. That's our bread and butter, really.
Speaking of that, you actually drove us to the, it was a cruise out of Manhattan.
Correct.
Yes,
correct,
it was a great trip, great ride, and very friendly.
Very much so. And you want a company out there that's going to be reliable. And
Reliable.
Show up.
Yes, he was there early. He was sitting out in front of the house early, and I was like, we're the ones that are always late. I mean, me and my wife are late to everything.
You know what? I know your wife very well. She's late to everything.
Unfortunately. I got to tell her it's an hour before time,
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a lot of guys are like that, man. They have those problems. So the car service business is awesome. I love it. My dad used to drive. He used to drive to Darien, Connecticut every day down to Farmingdale for Colorado Prime. He drove the CEO of the company.
No kidding.
And then I started driving. And I had a Lincoln Town Car. So the one thing with me was that I used to work during the day. I used to drive early in the morning, work all day at a regular job, and then drive at night.
Yeah.
And
you'll find a lot of drivers do that. It's a secondary income for a lot of the drivers.
Yeah.
It's something to we call it their fun money.
Right.
They want to go to the casinos or whatever,
right.
or take a trip with their families. That's really where they're getting the money from, and that's actually really popular for a lot of retired firefighters and retired police. They retire quite early, obviously, in their lives, and they're looking for something to do, and it's a great job for them.
Right. My dad was retired, and for you yourself, you're a lot of people, especially higher ups, in business and companies, they want somebody who's a nice, reliable guy, and they can trust.
Absolutely.
It's more, and being retired from a police officer or something like that, you can trust the guy.
Absolutely, and it's obviously who your driver is, but it's everything else about the company. A lot of people are doing this fly by night, doing it on passenger plates and passenger insurance,
right.
and really, you're very much exposed if something ever happens and they don't have the proper for-hire insurance. It's actually dangerous for the passenger, and they go, but they're insured, it's no big deal. Well,
right.
when the insurance company finds out, well, they're doing this as an on the side, as an illegal gypsy type thing.
Yes.
They're not going to cover you. They're going to say, well, you're going to have to go after that guy's house instead.
Wow.
And you hear it all the time.
So very reliable. And how long you been doing this?
I've been doing it 17 years.
17 years.
17 years, yeah.
Wow.
I started actually when I was about 20 years old. I started in the cab industry, and then moved into the limo industry about 5 years afterwards.
Okay.
It's something that I love and I'm good at.
Yep.
And it's something you're meeting new people all the time, and then your pre-existing clients. You really get to know their families quite well.
You love your job. You take it serious.
Yeah,
yep.
For sure.
So I want to say again, it's Connection Car Service, Kevin Anthony. His number is 631-495-2099. You can't beat it.
It's great.
Yep, very reliable. And likable guy. You want your driver to be a nice, likable guy. You can have a conversation about anything.
Absolutely.
Especially the New York Rangers.
Yeah, you can get me on a good conversation with the Rangers anytime. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for coming down tonight.
I appreciate it.
Kevin Anthony, Connection Car Service, 631-495-2099. Home sweet home. Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's definitely get that. Have a good night. Have a good one.
Back, come on in.